Does love at first sight happen in Japan? A lot of people have different queries and questions around Japan and love. Japan famously is noted for people being somewhat more restrained when it comes to love, especially with things like public displays of affection. And yet when you dip deeper into the culture around love in Japan, there are a few interesting little things which come as a surprise to a lot of people. So, my name is Stephen Frost. I am the founder of Marriage Matching here in Osaka, Japan, and this video is all about love at first sight in Japan. First off, there are three distinct expressions which cover the whole phenomena around love and all of these early kind of feelings and the sense of love coming. These are unmei no akai koi no yokan, and hitome. So, what do they mean? Because granted, most of the people watching this probably don't speak much Japanese or understand that level of Japanese anyway, which is great because with a bit of study and a bit of time, you can. It just takes that little bit of diligence and focus. So, the first one, unmei no akai. This is what has come through rather famously in anime and various other stories as the red thread of fate. It is a concept dating back thousands of years within Japan, and it is all about how people are linked through fate, notably through a red thread which ties them together. And essentially what this means is that their ideal partner is out there. They don't need to worry about going off to find them or doing anything in particular to find them on a conscious or focused level, because they will naturally come together in life if it is meant to be, if it is fate, if it is destiny. So this would essentially come into the whole westernized concept of finding a soulmate and being with a soulmate. So that's that one. Koi no yokan. Koi no yokan is all about the feeling of love coming. It translates to love's premonition. So it's never an outright sense that, oh yes, I've met this person, I'm about to fall in love. It can be, although more often than not, it's just a feeling that someone has when they're single or when something else is going on that's like, oh, okay, something's about to happen. It's that premonition level. There's never any particular reason for it. However, there is that sense that love is on the way, love is going to come, they are going to fall in love. And the third one, hitome, which translates to one glance, fall in love. So essentially, love at first sight. This is where the westernized concept of love at first sight merges very, very nicely with the Japanese concept of love at first sight, because it's not an exact direct translation, but it's as close as you are realistically going to get with English and Japanese. Now, those are the three concepts within Japanese language and Japanese culture around love and the sense of love coming, the love at first sight thing. How often does it actually happen? Well, reasonably often. During the course of running marriage matching and working with clients over many, many years now, we get quite a number of unmei, which are the introductions which we run for people seeking marriage. We get quite a few instances each year of people going into an unmei, having the unmei and coming out and saying, they're the one, I don't need to meet anyone else. And lo and behold, within a couple of months, 3 months, that couple actually announces marriage and they go on to live very, very happy lives together. Quite often we get the images coming through, often we get invited to weddings, but we tend to then also get the images of things like first babies arriving and growing families, which is really, really great. We love to see that kind of continued ongoing feedback about a relationship and the strength within it. It just makes the work we do here so much more wonderful and so much more rewarding. So yes, love at first sight is a thing in Japan. A lot of people, they do actually want it. The westernized concept of going out on lots of dates to actually find the right person, it's not something that people in Japan are actually seeking. People in Japan, they want to find a quality of person. So rather than going on lots of dates, they'd rather actually find someone who's a very, very close match before even going on a date with them. And that's one of the reasons why it's a lot easier for this whole thing of love at first sight, hitome bore, to actually come to fruition here in Japan, because people are more cautious when it comes to love, when it comes to dating, and when it comes to finding a partner. Now, obviously, we get a little bit of bias on this because we are a marriage agency. The clients that we actually get, they are seriously looking for that right marriage partner. So they are in a groove where they are very focused around this kind of thing. They've set in action all the things to do with the law of attraction, all of those kind of things, which basically puts them in a very, very fixed, unique position to actually find that kind of person. That said, does love at first happen for people out in normal life who aren't searching for a marriage partner? Yeah, absolutely it does. Again, that's where you get things like unmei no akai coming into play, the red thread of fate. People maybe not actually necessarily looking for love at first sight, yet they actually just naturally find it. Obviously, it is extremely rare for people to just randomly meet in public in Japan. It usually happens via contacts, and yet there are very, very rare occasions when it does happen. And again, this would then be what people would link back to unmei no akai ito here in Japan. And especially if they've had koi no yokan around that time, they might be out. Perhaps they've had a dream the night before or a sense in the evening or the morning that something is about to happen, and so they are feeling a little bit more open to possibilities and opportunities. All of this is to say that yes, love at first sight does happen in Japan, whether it is linked through unmei no akai ito, koi no yokan, or even hitome bore. So yes, love at first sight does happen in Japan. Anyway, my name is Stephen Frost. I am the founder of Marriage Matching here in Japan. And yes, love at first sight does happen in Japan. Thank you.